Get to know you, oh, oh, oh. Oh, can I get to know you, oh, oh, oh. Get to know you, oh, oh, oh. So when we take it on the island, I'ma love it when you're island.
Okay guys, good night. We are here with Adana Williams, a Caribbean national, my friend, family, by joint ship and stuff like that. So good night and welcome to Once Father.
Hi.
Adana.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for having me as well. And guess what happened, people? He is doing this interview at her home, I should say, in Trinidad.
Yes.
Trinidad and Tobago, and I have gotten the invitation to come here, which I wanted to come here from 2017. Right, that's from the first time I met you.
Yeah? You take long.
Right, no, COVID came in.
Really,
yes, COVID took a chunk of it right here and stuff. So now 2024, but no, I came in before 2024. I came here 2023.
Remember your senior years with us?
Yeah. Right, so we celebrated New Year's up on a hill as well. So I am here and we are going to have a little chat. That's basically it. So Adana, could you introduce yourself to my viewers, please?
Well, I am Adana Williams, and as Jane said, as Father said to you,
right,
I was born in the UK but brought up in Trinidad, and I now live in the UK.
Right.
I work in the NHS in the UK, so that's our National Health Service. I originally started as a nurse, trained as a therapist, and now I work for the government with policy and strategy for healthcare. So that's what I do.
So basically policies have to do with the direction in where the healthcare service is going and how to help and strategize like with different functions and stuff. So
yes.
Explain to us
and for me, so my specific area of focus is on mental health, learning disabilities, and autism and special education needs. So what my role is to translate the government's ambition for care delivery and improvement for persons who suffer with those ailments and live with those ailments, and to support local systems to design what those care pathways would look like, and to ensure that they're delivering high quality care. So we do some monitoring as well as a part of our role.
So basically then within the UK, like with kids, then kids, adults are
all age.
All ages.
So all age, and it's from end to end, we say. So from the start of your journey with health to the end of your journey with health. So for example, from the diagnostic phase through to treatment, through to recovery and support and maintenance. That is what I cover across the board for all ages.
So basically then you have everything pretty much locked in a sense then for help a person like even me that have autism.
Yeah,
but and I serious well, I haven't been diagnosed as yet. Might be I get a free diagnosis tonight. I am not sure. As she said, all ages, so I'm not too old to have autism, people.
That is true, because there are many people in fact who get diagnosed quite late in life, particularly girls, because they're the ones who tend to mask the symptoms the most, and it tends to be misinterpreted for other mental illnesses and sometimes depression. Sometimes it might be mistaken even for psychosis sometimes, and sometimes it could present as it primarily being a learning related issue, but people may not understand that there's a neurodiverse reason behind it.
This is very good, you know, because we are having a discussion, but something came to my mind just now. And I'm going to put it to a personal level where I'm going to ask about myself.
Okay.
Wherein I have a child who is 11, going to be 12 years old, but I have never got him in check yet.
Yeah.
I realize that he's very smart, very intelligent, but I think that to myself, maybe he will, how can we, what are the signs then for autism then and stuff? Because a person can have autism and don't have a learning disability then or disorder. Yes, so we are back again, and the question that I was asking her just now, that how can we diagnose, or how can we, if we have a family member, a loved one that is experiencing autism, what are the signs? What are the signs for it?
See, this is the thing, it's almost like snowflakes. Every individual is different and presents in different ways. But there are some things that can be quite typical, and particularly when you're looking at children, for example. So if you realize that your child getting towards the ages of 2 and 3, and there are some key developmental milestones that they may not be achieving. So for example, you're trying to engage with your child and you notice you're calling their name and they're not responsive to that.
Right.
Sometimes children with autism, they're not very social, so they might want to play on their own. They often display typical behaviors where they have their toys, they would like to line them up, they like them in a specific way. They may be very particular about the types of food that they eat. For example, certain textures of food they may not tolerate very well. For some of them, loud noises. So for example, you know, you might be outside cutting grass in the yard and it's buzzing.
So it affects
you
them.
see them covering the ears or expressing some concerns and distress by that. Many of them, they like to have certain routines and things done in a specific way. They're very specific, very typical. They want certain things. Those are some of the earlier indicators. Also, another common one might be a speech delay.
Right.
So they may not speak to you as in initiating conversations, so they might not come to you and say, oh, mommy, daddy, whoever, and talk to you. But if you talk to them...
So they have a little hold back, they'll be shying to come and open up to you then and stuff.
But if you talk to them, they might answer maybe one or two things, but they may not...
Not have a full conversation then.
Not often.
So it's be like you'll be forcing words to come out, so they don't come out right.
No.
So you can... In a particular case, I can kind of look into things like that.
Like you might greet them and they wouldn't answer your back. You say, oh, hello, blah, 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 and they shy or they pull back or they might start to get distressed.
So these signs then we'll have to look at it over a period of time before we could say.
Definitely, but I will always encourage people to, if you start recognizing some evidence of that, I would always encourage people to go and see a doctor and get a diagnosis, because one of the most important things that people don't understand about neurodiversity, if you get diagnosed early, you start having support and intervention, especially things like speech and language therapy, your outcomes are 100 times better. And I am not saying that this applies to every single child, because remember what I talked about.
So it's different and cross ages.
But many of them, you will see a high percentage of them, you will see them improving, you will see the speech coming along, you will see different things happening for them, the social skills building, whatever. The key is to understand what your child's experience is, and then understanding what changes you need to make to your environment to support them and to help them to thrive.
So is there a specific type of doctor, because doctor can be across the board?
That's true.
So is there a specific type of doctor that we can take our I'm going to use the word loved one, because as I said, it is a wide range. I can't say a child or a teenager or adult, but our loved one, because mental health have to do with loss of memories to Alzheimer's and things.
There's so many different things that come under an umbrella. But in terms of who you would go to, it would usually be an educational psychologist who would be best placed to diagnose. However, most general practitioners would have had some level of training to recognize developmental delay. Even, and I have to say for my fellow nurses as well, even nurses should have some key understanding, particularly midwives and health visitors, those who have training and expertise within child health. They will be able to recognize if your child is in development as
acting in a particular way, which is the age that they are at and the level of understanding and learning is not functioning.
They're not meeting the key milestones, and that is why I often say it is really important for us to engage with health professionals, because I know, come as an islander, I will always be an islander.
And we are coming to that, because I want to find out, for instance, then most people think these things are for first world people, because they say, oh, them people are foreign, them ever mother, or they have this and stuff, but we not stay like so I want to see if you see it like within the Caribbean. I am from Jamaica, you are from Trinidad, and sometimes we just see a person and we say, oh, the person they're mad, and we just take it for granted, while the person is experiencing some sort of mental health.
I'm glad you touched on that. I'll come back to that, but I was saying, as an island girl,
Right.
I feel like our people, we tend to feel we could do things ourselves, or also we tend to do what they call in the Western world stigmatized illness.
Right.
And that is illness across the border, not just mental illness. You know, you want to hide, you're sick, something going on with you, you want to tell nobody, you want nobody to know. And many of the times,
Yes.
we actually end up having poorer health outcomes because we're not going to get the proper health and advice and support from those who are trained to give
Because we
it.
don't reach out to a professional.
Right, because we hide it. So we feel we could go and draw some bush, or we could go and pray it away, or we could, you know.
That one that you touched just now, you know, pray it away.
Or you
Prayer is good, people.
It's supposed to go hand in hand.
But the Bible says seek physician
Alright.
as well. So let
It's
us.
supposed to go hand in hand, because I think people miss that point, right?
Right.
Because I believe in God, and as far as I am concerned, God gives people understanding and discernment, and give me the ability to go out and train and understand how to treat and support people as well as my peers and colleagues.
Yes.
So you know, as a person who is intelligent, have to go and seek those people out. And don't get me wrong.
Right.
I am very mindful about some of the more limited access we have to things in the islands.
Right.
But
we have it here.
Yeah, and not just that, but we have access to the internet. I tell people all the time, the internet is not just for Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram and whatever. It's not just for social media.
Just social media is all about entertainment, but people forget it can help with health as well. Then.
It have so many reliable sources that you could seek out that could help you get some understanding of how to cope and support a loved one, whatever challenge they may have.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So, and we take that for granted.
Yes.
We have so much at our fingertips that we hold it in our hand
Right.
with a mobile phone that we don't use.
So there you have it, people. So that you can use the internet, Google, Dr. Google, as we asked about a doctor. So you can look at signs and consult with Dr. Google if you don't think you have the money. Many of us have data out there, and we are scrolling away on TikTok and even my YouTube channel. Yes, I am a YouTuber, and I love my viewers because I want you guys to like, subscribe, and share. But at the same time, we must find a little time and, you know, consult with Dr. Google to see if something that we are seeing with our eye and we are trying to fathom it within our mind about our own relatives. And sometimes, you know, it is not even about our relative. Sometimes we find ourselves being forgetful, misplacing things, second guessing ourselves. Sometimes that simply means that we need to go and get a check as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the key and important bit about the searching online element is making sure you have reliable sources. Because I can tell you for certain, whoever auntie, niece, cousin who send you the WhatsApp chain and you forward it, something, when I always ask people the question, when did this person go and study to give them the knowledge to speak with a chest on the things that they're talking about? You know how much damaging information that's going around in WhatsApp chains?
Yes.
So it is very easy to go and verify information to make sure it's facts before you send it on to somebody else.
Check it first.
I mean, even so I'm mindful of that, and I'm trying to develop resources and stuff for people. One of my ambitions for 2024 is to get bio charity and stuff going so that I can help and support people who are in the Caribbean and wider. Yes, because I do things, as you know, here in Africa and in England.
Right, so, yes, people. So, as she just mentioned, she travels as well to the motherland.
Yes.
So, as what she's saying, she sees a lot. She don't just study and sit behind a desk, read some books and do some courses and come and say, oh, this is what Dr. So-and-so said, and she physically go in there, walk the communities, meet the people on a wide platter and stuff like that. So she's not just talking because of books or so. She also have the experience as well.
Yes. So, and friends and loved ones who use services and who have particular needs that, you know, we give support and advice to. So it's from twofold. So it's theoretical knowledge that I get in university and also lived experience based on life. So that is how I do it.
So we got we are handed the topic of mental health, but I'm gonna touch on our next department within it. I'm gonna ask a question like such as, does this affect people like professionals now who have high stress level jobs?
Yes, I could speak from my own experience. When the pandemic happened, I was responsible for the vaccine delivery to hospitals in the UK. I was the national program director for that.
Okay. That is a big portfolio, man.
It was.
But your hands they look small and lifting up. You have muscles, girl. I got to use in the training you got muscles, girl.
But you know, it was a team, and
yes.
I had a boss, and she was the one who had the last say, so right. I did have some coverage.
Yes.
But ultimately, yes, it was a big role doing that program management. Oh, actually, no, not program director, program manager. Let me get the title right. She was the director, I was the manager. I'm the director now in my program.
At that particular time,
manager.
Right.
So national program manager.
Right.
And
but now she is the
program deputy director and regional head. We okay?
People, Trinidad, I am just bringing one of your daughter of the style to you. Let's just see that we are out there as Caribbean nationals, and we are not just there pushing mops and brooms. We are pushing pens and doing things just the same.
100%. And to make it very clear, I went to a normal comprehensive school, normal private school. I didn't go to no private school, no special school, no nothing. I went to Moynipo RC, Pleasantville Junior and Senior Sec, which is a normal school, did CXC just like many of you all out there, and went to England and carried on my studies. So at the end of the day, anybody could do it. My parents is not rich. Right. I am not rich.
Right.
Yet.
So, well, as you say, yet, but it is just a drive and ambition.
Yeah, exactly.
And every Caribbean people have that ambition 100%. And that drive. So once you don't give up and just keep on pushing forward, you will succeed. But let us continue with our interview as we were going and saying that people working in high stress level jobs, how does this affect them?
So one thing to understand about mental health and what causes it to manifest, there's something that we talk about with mental health and health is on a continuum. So if you think about it as one straight line, one side is good, one side is bad.
Right.
And all of us walk along this line during our life. So
as you said, it has a divide, a good and a bad.
So good health and bad health.
Yes.
But we are all moving along this line as we go. And what tends to move us from one point to the next has to do with stress.
Yes.
So the greater your level of stress is the greater your sensitivity to succumb into a mental illness. And also, if you have this in your genealogy and your hereditary, then it makes you even more predisposed to get certain mental illnesses. Now, it can happen to anyone.
Yes.
But for major mental illness, things like psychosis and all of that type of stuff, sometimes it could be genetic predisposition that will cause you to be more likely to have an episode. However, there have been studies of twins over the years who came from parents who both have major mental illness, and they grew them up in different environments. So there are key things that help you to maintain good mental health, and those key things are: you have to have a good environment that helps to support healthy living. You need to be mindful about the things that you consume. So this is alcohol, smoking, especially things like weed and other drugs. These are things, some people have more sensitivity to it than others.
Right.
The other element of this as well is how you manage your stress levels and how you get good balance in your life. And more importantly, sleep.
So we need rest.
Sleep is a key factor. We all need rest.
So people, I am just gonna put a little pun in here. Not really a joke, but as you can see my videos that I'm putting out, we are in the bushes, cooking food, talking and just liming. We are in Trinidad, so we cannot say chill. We just liming with friends and family. That is a major de-stressing method.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right there.
You know, I mean, coming home for this Christmas period prior to coming, it was an extremely stressful time for me at work. And, you know, even though I still have the work there and I still have things to do, I am a lot more relaxed because I have a better balance here. You know, when I'm in England, it's just me and, you know, and it's work all the time.
Continuous.
Yes, so it's important to be intentional about taking breaks and, you know, doing things for your well-being, and that is something. So every year I always set some personal goals for the year,
Right.
and one of my personal goals is to get better balance when it comes to rest and relaxation, because
Okay.
I am a workaholic, but I am changing that narrative for
So you want to
2024.
find some chill.
Yes.
So as we are coming up today, closing up our interview, people, I'm gonna ask her a question that most people out there would like me to ask. Who is Adana, otherwise from working? Who is Mrs. Williams, or Miss Williams, I should say, not Mrs. as yet, but Miss Williams? Who are you, otherwise from, you know, when you let down your hair like how it is right now?
Who am I? I am fun.
Right,
People say I'm funny.
right.
I like to laugh and
Well, I can
dance.
see that beautiful smile. Right.
I like to laugh. I like to dance, as you know.
I don't know, but they don't know
Well,
that.
yeah, that's true.
You're talking to them right
That's
now,
true.
talking to the viewers right now.
I am quite creative, so I like to paint and draw sometimes when I get time to do it. I also like to sew.
Well, that is
things.
something I didn't know.
Yeah. I also like to do hair sometimes. When I was in university, I used to make wigs for people and do braids and weaves and stuff like that. So actually one of my dream things to do would be to have like a whole beauty spa when people come and be able to do all those things. So one day.
Right. So
Yeah, so those are the things I do. I like to travel, and I also love to try different foods and different cultures. So I like to go to places to fine dine. That is one of the things that
Different
really
stuff.
makes my hand sing. And to concerts, live music.
right. So there you have it. This was a nice little evening. We come here and I decided that since as my friend / family is here, we got to meet up and do an interview in Trinidad and Tobago, people.
Beautiful Trinidad.
And I am showing you all of Trinidad, and I didn't want to do it in the UK. I didn't want to do it in Jamaica. I wanted to do it right here, and the opportunity presented itself. So this is it. This is Adana Williams. You're a Trini girl. What they would say, Trini girl?
Yeah, Trinidad,
Right. and I have this song I want to sing for her, you know. I can't sing it, people, but I'm gonna sing a line of it. Boss, she's not coming to work today. She's in Trinidad, so she can't see her way. Right, so right there you have it, people. Beautiful Adana. Just come and grace our stage. And one spotter, like, share, and subscribe. Give a shout out to your friends, please.
Thanks for having me, and if you want to follow or learn more, I am on Instagram. If you look for me, Adana Williams MSc. I'm also on Twitter, so if you search my name, you'll find me on there, and I also am on LinkedIn as well. I often share on my Instagram lots of tips and ideas, and you know, and if you DM me as well, I can share information with you. So, and I have to say,
So right there, see, she just open up herself, people.
Oh,
DM, direct messaging. So you just get free counseling.
No, well, oh gosh. Not exactly, but I will happily signpost and share information and stuff. And there's already information on the page as well that people could use. But also, away from that, I have to say as well, as much as you love my island, I love yours.
Right.
So I'm hoping to come to Jamaica again soon. I've been quite a few times over.
Well,
so
you're invited. The invitation is always open. A matter of fact, there is no invitation. People, I learned something, you know, by traveling to Trinidad. It is my first time traveling to a small island, as much as I am an islander as well. We are not visitors, we are citizens.
Absolutely.
Underneath CARICOM.
Yeah.
So get up, take out a passport, jump on a plane, jump on a bike, jump on a bus, walk on your legs, and visit somewhere.
Absolutely. You have to live.
The Caribbean is yours.
Yeah, I be so jealous that you all have so much in close proximity and we don't make good use of it. Even people right in Jamaica, I remember when we came and we went to Falmouth, the Glistening Waters, and did Blue Hole and all these things. And I remember when I come back and I share my friends, and then when I went to Yarman down in is it White Rock? Where they do the rafting?
White River rafting.
Right. when them see my videos and my pictures, see me on camera back, where's that?
Yes.
Jamaica.
Yes.
Your Jamaica.
Yes.
We don't know.
Right.
So everything right there on your doorstep. So, you know, you have no excuse.
So I go up people because I am here and I'm going places that she has
true.
never been.
That is true.
So
that is true.
That is the beauty of traveling. As you said, experiencing new things, opening up new horizons, meeting new people, because since I've been here, you guys have been following my videos. Hi baby, big up to everybody down there in Penal, Debbie, and Point, everywhere that I've been visiting.
And you made my Uncle Wendy famous as well.
Right, Uncle Wendy! Big up yourself, shout out to Uncle Wendy.
Yeah, man.
Right there, for sparring Peter to the people.
Yeah.
But I know I'm a general, Uncle Wendy right there. Can't leave him out. And stuff like that.
1 minute. Yes. So, well, let me. Yeah.
So there it is, guys. Peace and love. And we are out.
Thank you. Sorry, 1 second.